So big test for poor Lincoln. I feel so sorry for this client. You know, having a trainer come in and tell you that a dog's too dangerous and they can't work with them, and throw a clipboard at the dog. Sorry, utterly disgraceful. Makes me sort of wonder about dog training rules sometimes, how these people can even be training. But anyway, he's done well today. So he's in the window, he's looking at mum, he's now looked at me. Oh, she's got the rewarding perfect there. And when I first walked in, I wish that I filmed it when I first walked up, because he was going mad at that window. So I'm now coming in. So he's just got a little bark. So again, we're just going to reset him down. So that, again, we're going to be going through the process of calming him down. He's looking at me now through the window. Good. And then they're going to go through that door protocol mentality now to teach him what we want him to do when he comes to the door. Really proud of them both. They've done really well this session, because we're devastated with what they perceive with this dog. That's why you all have to be careful. A lot of bad advice out there. A lot of poor dog trainers out there too. So obviously talking on this, but I might speed it up in the edit, just so that you don't have to sit through me just being stood outside the door. Okay, just swing it open.
Hi.
Hi there. So if you walk back, that's it, close it. Well done, excellent. You see that once there's somebody outside the door and you get the trigger of the speaking, elicits the dog to come, so we just stay calm, we reset and we go again. All we're doing here is just lowering that arousal. Okay, just open it wider, then just walk back towards him. That way, that's it, good, well done. So go and walk back up, good. Get that food ready, stay there. Well done. Well done, keep him there. That's it, so it's alright, so I'm just going to stay, so don't worry. So again, if you just give him a call to you.
Lincoln.
So he stopped himself.
Good boy.
So I'm happy with that, right? For stage one. So just see if you can lower him back behind that line again now a little bit. But you know, so
this time he stopped here, he was further away.
Absolutely, yeah. So again, you know, you get him into that. So now he's in that. So I just want you to open yourself up so that you let Lincoln see me. I'm going to just take one step forward. See, so he looks at me. Mm-hmm. I'm going to wait for him to look back at you. So just wait up. Oh. So again, don't worry if he...
Yeah,
so,
it's next door's dog.
Okay. So again, we'll just wait a second. We can have a chat about that in a second. Yeah. Just don't worry, because he's... Lincoln! Pop up! So again, just get his attention.
Good boy.
There you go.
Good boy.
Because believe it or not, the principle for that is the same as what we've done in the window.
Yeah.
Okay. So again, just call him to you again.
Lincoln. Come. Here.
I'm just going to take a step back. So I'm just going to move back. That's it.
Good boy.
So I'm going to, that's it. I'm going to move one step closer again like that. So he's looking at me. I'm going to wait to see whether he can check in with you. So I'm just averting my gaze away. Good that boy. We can reward because he's taking his eyes off me. I now want you to sort of call him and sort of, I'll come one more step. So he's looking, I'm going to wait to see whether he can just check in with you a little bit.
Good boy.
And then just ask him to see if he'll come into the living room with you.
Right, Lincoln, front room, come.
Oh, go.
Oh, that was me. Lincoln.
That's right.
Lincoln, come.
There you go, he's coming. I'll pop that up. So now you can do almost the same principle again, where they're here, and he's now, you know, up on there. And I can just kind of go, we're in. And as I move, and he's looking at me, I move around. So you see, now I can add my movement. So he's interested, but I'm going to do nothing. But look, he's come over, and now he's checking back in with you.
Good boy. Come here. Good boy.
And then I can move over, and obviously you can then just go and sit down if you want, because you can see the difference. You can see he's calm.
Yeah.
I can then sit down.
That was a cheeky kiss then.
Yeah, and if I wanted to engage with them, I'm saying he doesn't need the visitors to engage with him, right? Because he's focused on you. This is what we want, focused on you. But if they were okay and they're comfortable, it's like, right, okay, come in. No monkey. Come here, Lincoln, come here. I know, you're going to give me kisses, aren't you? So much for an aggressive dog. I mean, I'm going to put my head that. So that, I've just filmed that all the way from there. So that's 8 minutes to get to this point here. Okay. Yeah. Now that might seem like a lot. There is a dog that has taken us way longer than that, and one of my favourite cases, because he was just, every time he even went near it, was bouncing, almost hitting the ceiling, so way over the top. That gives us a benchmark, right? Yeah. And as he gets better and that comes down, we can actually see the improvement. So this is where I talk about benchmarking dog behaviour. Rather than going, the dog must perform the correct activity from the get-go, i.e. be perfect from today, which I think is a ridiculous premise when we're talking about training. We don't train humans that way. We take 20 years to train a human, right? You know, well, you know, they go to school, they go through all the levels, and then we train them. So for me, we have a starting point of, well, actually, it's probably about 7 minutes, right? Now, for most people, friends and whatever, when you're doing this training or with yourselves, that's not a lot, right? Obviously, for a real visitor, a real sort of surprise visitor, so we don't do it in that mode. But the idea here is that we can then start to assess and go, right, because if you were to ring me or message me in a couple of weeks and say, I'm down to 3 minutes, right? People might go, well, it's still 3 minutes to get someone in your house, but it was 7. Yeah. So that's over a 50% improvement. Now, if I was to say, can we have a 50% improvement on anything we do within 2 weeks, everyone would bite my hand off. Yeah. Because a 50% improvement is massive, right? It's massive. And then if it comes down to 1 minute, then we're talking about like an 80% improvement. And it's like all of a sudden you start going, right, now he's down to 10 seconds. Now we're there. Yeah. So we do it in stages, and I use benchmarking so that we can give you a realistic goal to achieve, rather than saying, he either does it perfectly or he doesn't, which I just think is a ridiculous premise for a dog that doesn't speak English and cannot understand the concept that we're trying to do. But you, my friend, there you go, smile.
I did have to reset him a couple of times.
No, absolutely. You would. I said to you that I'd be very surprised that once we've got myself in the picture at the door, that he won't break.
Yeah, he came in here and had a look at you as well. Yeah. He whined and then stopped and looked at you, so I rewarded him. And then when he started, I brought him down. You are such a handsome dude. Cool. So, happy with all of that? Yes. Yeah, sure? Yeah. I feel a lot better. Very worried, nervous this morning before you came, because I was worried that he would be more aggressive longer, and it'll take, like, you'd have to work on him like on a long lead, like I saw in some of your videos at a distance to... Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of little premises that we do, but we've got a starting point. Yeah. Then I think he's shattered now, bless him. So the ramp up is that we'll move from there, and then we'll go from there. But you're happy with everything? Yeah. Cool. Well done, Lincoln. I am super proud of you. Put your lip on.